From Bosstrack, it's Her HypeSquad, a show about amazing women who've made incredible strides as leaders in their industry. They're here to support you and your leadership growth, to encourage you and hype you up as part of your Hype Squad. Hello, and welcome back to a new episode of Her Hype Squad with Bosstrack. I'm your host, Michelle Harris. I'm live from my home office in Miami Beach, and joining me today from Hershey, Pennsylvania, is my sister, Lisa Sweigard. In this episode, we talk about leading with laughter, play personalities, octopus jars, working out in bed, building habits, and much more. We have a slightly different format this week based on Bosstrack's weekly newsletter format, which includes something we're excited by, something fun or inspiring, and something we're watching or listening to. You can subscribe to the newsletter at www.thebosstrack.com/weeklyjoy. Hi, everybody. Welcome to a new episode of Her Hype Squad with Bosstrack. I have my sister here with me today, and we have a little different format that we're trying out. We are going to share some information that we found and just kind of talk about it, and I hope you enjoy it. Lisa, I want to thank you for joining us. We're happy to have you on. I know you have leadership experience. You've had about 7 years in the insurance industry. Maybe you could give a little bit of background to everybody listening before we get into our discussion.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to have this conversation with you. I've been looking forward to it. I've been in the insurance industry for the past 20 years. 7 of those years I've been in a leadership role. And just recently took on a different role in operations analyst and trying to spread my wings and learn something new, something exciting, something different. And I found a lot of the things that I did learn in leadership I'm using in my current role today. So a lot of crossover from one area to the other. So it's a great foundation to have and to continue to still look into that leadership space for continued improvement and growth.
Yeah, and I like that because I actually had a guest on a few months ago, and they were talking about it. You don't just lead up and down, you lead laterally as well. And when you are in a project management or project position, you're working with people and trying to influence them. I mean, I can imagine with your testing and things that you're doing, you're having to influence them, and you're probably using a lot of your leadership skills in that.
For sure. That's a key word that's kind of in the back of my head all the time is leading by influence. So it's not direct like oversight, but you're right. When you're in that project space, you are still managing some sort of aspect of the business in one way, shape, or form or the other. So still continue to look for opportunities, always looking for those growth moments, and having great mentors, having great leaders along the way have certainly helped with that as well.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Good. Thank you for introducing yourself, and thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me. This is exciting.
And we have been planning this call for a while now. It's just been, we keep pushing it off for one reason or another, like not pushing it off. I mean, good reasons. We've been rescheduling it.
Yeah.
So it's good to finally get together. And I think, our lists have maybe updated a little since the first part because they're either become irrelevant or maybe not as interesting after a while. But so again, we said we're going to talk about one leadership related thing, one fun thing, and one inspiring thing, right?
Yep, you got it. Well, that's what I've got. So hopefully that's what you got.
Okay. So what do you want to start with? What do you think?
I think let's start with a leadership piece.
Leadership. All
yeah.
right.
I think
I'm going to get right into it.
Absolutely. Let's go. And it's funny that you say about our information being outdated. The thing that I found that I wanted to talk about today is from 2016. So that's how outdated.
Well, that kind of outdated.
I don't think we've been pushing it off that long or holding or rescheduling for that long, but
well, you know what? A lot of things with leadership specifically, they don't really change. The truth still holds. So is that what you're sharing? Something from, okay.
Yep. Yeah. And I think that's very true. I think this is still very relevant in today's world, and probably more so relevant in today's world than it was probably even in 2016. I know you're very familiar with TED Talks, and I absolutely love them. So first, I'm going to start there. Like, starting to listen to TED Talks, I am amazed by the level of the ability for people to speak on that platform. Like, do you just learn how to do that? Is that something that you just know? Does it come with practice? Does it come natural? Like, these people, when they talk, are just so well spoken. Like, how does that happen?
They have TED coaches.
Oh,
They have people that are specific. Well, I mean, not everybody. I'm
yeah,
sure a lot of people are just great up on stage, or a lot of people will be up on stage and just say how nervous they are,
yeah.
and they get through it. But yeah, they do. I actually know a few people who are coaches. They coach people to prepare for their TED Talk specifically.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't realize that it was, and I've watched a couple of them, actually quite a many of them, but it's just always that ability, and they're just finesse when they talk. It's just so inspiring and just amazing, because I don't feel that when I'm in a room full of people, I am like a nervous wreck. And one of the things that changing into a remote environment, it does lead the ability to be able to speak a little bit better, because you don't feel like you're on display for like a room full of people that are staring at you. You're in your own home, or you're in an office setting behind a camera. So it doesn't make you feel as vulnerable that you're being exposed to everybody. But the TED Talk that I watched was Paul Osincup. It was about a 10-15 minute presentation on leading with laughter.
Wow.
I absolutely loved his discussion. I think, and I guess I'll stop talking here in just a second and let you like just jump in. But one of the things that I absolutely love is I love to laugh. I love to have fun. I love humor, because it immediately puts people at ease, right? So especially in leadership, there's always that need, or you need to connect with your teammates. You need to connect with your team. And what better way than not only be personable, but to be able to laugh with your team, to lead with humor. There's always a place and a time for humor. You don't want to be in the middle of a performance management conversation and be like, you're not meeting expectations, knock, knock. You don't want to, you don't want to do all that. But I think the general connection that you make with people is really based on your sense to be your that feeling of being relatable, and leading with humor makes you relatable. One of the things that Paul had mentioned in there about, he says, you don't take yourselves too seriously. You want to be relatable, personable, sometimes seem imperfect when you might be sharing a story, and it just makes you that much more approachable. And with that comes that trust and connection with your team.
Yes.
So I felt very, very inspired by his presentation that he did. And I think having that sense of humor in the workplace is so very important. And again, I think more so now, I don't know that it would have been as acceptable years and years, because it's very rigid, very structured, very, that I'm your boss. But now there's a definite need for that connectedness.
Yeah, it's so interesting. And I think that it's hard for new leaders to, well, one thing, when you're in a new leadership role, you might be a little stressed and you're in this new environment where you're having to think about things differently and talk to people about things that you never had to talk to them before. But so it can be a little stressful. But there can also come with being put in a leadership position, like this feeling that suddenly you have to be this serious professional person because you're in this new role. But like what you said, you have to build trust with your team. And if they don't feel like they're getting that real, authentic you, then it's hard for them to feel that connection or that trust with you. So I completely agree. I mean, you'll see when I share what I have to share, it's on the same line. So we did not plan that. But is there something in particular, like just besides the general fact of leading with laughter, that he talked about that was a learning thing for you?
I mean, I related so much to what he talked about as far as of the importance of it. He said, one of the things that he said was that laughter is good for us, right? He said, 1 minute of laughter equals 10 minutes of rowing. So if you think about that, if you've ever been on a rowing machine, you know that that 1 minute can be treacherous. Like it's just horrendous sometimes, and you think about it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. And if you laugh and you genuinely laugh for just a minute, like how just good that is for you. And not only just for your physical, but your emotional and your mental well-being as well. And one of the things that he made a comment about, which was just kind of sad, is that people they're in their 40s laugh on average 4 times a day. 4 times a day, people in their 40s laugh. And that just struck me as no way, no way. So after I listened, and when I really listened to that conversation or that TED talk with Paul, I really kind of took in, I took a mental note then of my days and how many times I actually do laugh a day. And it's not as often as what you would think it was. And I'm a pretty like laid back, easygoing. I love to laugh. I love to have a great time. And it's still just not as many as what you would think. So one of my big takeaways from that conversation is to laugh more, and you can almost always laugh yourself into a real laugh. If you sit and you just start laughing, you're like, this is ridiculous. And you just laugh at yourself for being so ridiculous and funny. And it just leads you into a real, genuine laugh. So I really, again, it seemed something so simple and just so minor of a concept, but it really resonated and it became very, very huge for me. One of the things he said, people, traits of best leaders was a sense of humor, and that having confidence, having that sense of humor, and how much that humor reduces social distances, how much it makes people more approachable and seemingly feel more supportive, and I think that's so critical in any leadership role and with any team environment as well. So maybe not even just leadership to down to the teammate, but peer to peer as well. I think it's just so important.
Did he happen to mention how many times kids laugh a day as comparison? Because I know it's like a lot, right?
Yeah, he didn't say the exact amount, or maybe he did, but I was just because I'm in my 40s. So that's the part that resonated with me. And I'm like, there's no way that I can only laugh 4 times a day. Like, I know I laugh way more than that a day.
Yeah.
And I don't know that he's wrong. I don't know that he's wrong.
Yeah, it actually didn't surprise me when you said 4 times a day. Because I'm like thinking, if you think about your day, like for a laughable moment, how many times do you come across those if you're just in your standard, which is sad. I completely agree. I mean,
yeah,
I love to laugh. I mean, we
yeah.
love to laugh. And that's actually like with Bosstrack, I was trying to figure out like, how do I add humor and laughter without making it seem unprofessional? And going back to even, I run into that with a new business. Like, how do you add that level that people just learning about you will still respect you as a thought leader, but still adding humor? So we really do try to do that, but it's hard. It's fine line sometimes.
I think I'm going to plug you here for a second, but I think your newsletter does just that. I think your newsletter that you send out every week is a combination of information, right? It's not only just, here we are, Bosstrack, here's what we're doing, but it's very informative, but it's also very light and it's very fun and it's real. So there's always some little piece of the newsletter that I'll find, and I'm not just saying this because you're my sister, but there's always this part of it that I'll click on and it just makes me laugh and it's appropriate, right? It's not over the top. It doesn't feel like it's pushed. It doesn't feel like it's so. I think you're on the right track with what you're doing with the newsletter and incorporating that little bit of humor in there and making it relevant and making it good. So
thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we did not plan that plug. And yeah, and definitely even with the reels, when I'm working on reels, I just let myself be corny. Like, it's okay. I feel like
yeah, absolutely.
I overdo the acting sometimes because I'm like, it's all right.
It makes it better.
I mean, the thing is, like, I'm just uncomfortable doing those reels to begin with. And like, I might as well just make it as, corny as I can.
Yeah. No, I think they're perfect too. Yeah, I think, like you said, I think you have the humor in just all the right spaces, and you have the serious in all the right spaces, and where they intersect and where they intertwine. It's perfect. I think so. Again, not because you're my sister. I think you're doing it right.
Thank you. And while you were giving me that plug, I did look up and it said researchers say that children laugh up to 300 times per day.
No. Wow.
Do you think that's true? That's a lot.
That is a lot. I don't know.
300 times a day.
Either that or I'm going to have to go look up Paul's information because, just because Paul said.
Yeah. And then this says it does make sense and why, but I'm not going to click on that. And then 5-year-olds laugh only about 8 times an hour.
Wow.
Which is still pretty
expensive.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And kids have less worries. Adults have less social time. Kids don't have a filter.
Sometimes I don't either, but.
Do you ever do, is it called laughing yoga, belly yoga? Have you ever?
That's funny that you say that. We did that. We had a design thinking app years ago. This is before COVID, that we all were together in a conference room. And that was one thing that they started the day out with. And it's just like, let's all, tables pushed back, all get in a circle, and we're going to just sit in a circle and we're going to laugh. And we all just stared at each other, like this sense of awkwardness, like, what are you asking us to do? And she had that same concept. She said, if you start your day with a laughter, it just makes your day, it just puts you in that much of a lighter, better mood. And as we were sitting there, like just standing in this circle, all grown adults, and all of a sudden, she has her hands on her stomach and she's ha, 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 ha. And I just, of course, lost it because of how funny it was. And then from there, it just, it rippled. And it was at first, forced, but it just became, like I said, it just becomes natural after a while because you're like, this is so crazy. But it was really kind of that moment. Then afterwards, you're like, that was so silly, but it was fun. And I'm laughing and I'm smiling. So I think it did exactly what it needed to do.
Oh, awesome. That's so funny. I haven't tried one. I've seen it, and it's always funny because I see it and I'm like, it just seems so fake. But I mean, it doesn't matter. The point is people are laughing, and it doesn't matter how it starts.
Right.
Like, yeah, this person in front of you has this like fake laugh, but it's like you can't help but laugh at it. So just, yeah.
So you said it's laughing yoga. So are you like doing like yoga positions and laughing? Like, so you're in downward dog and laughing, or is it just like?
I think it's you're sitting there and it's more like stomach exercises that you're laughing. I think I could be really wrong about that, but I don't think you're doing actual poses and laughing. I think I'd fall over.
Well, Paul says, it was 1 minute of laughter is 10 minutes of rowing. So I believe that there's some kind of connection or correlation to it. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing hot yoga, and maybe all I really need to be doing is yoga with some laughter, and that'll like double the calories burned.
Hot yoga.
So if we move on to my leadership topic that I wanted to share, it is an article about rediscovering the joy of play.
Oh.
And I guess for me, I think of leadership in 2 ways. Like, one is a leadership skill that you can put into play with your team. But also, to be a good leader, you need to have that pillar of well-being. And something we focus on a lot is well-being, because it's like being a mom. Like, you can't really take care of your kids if you don't take care of yourself. Like, you can't take care of your team and be there for your team if you're not refilling your own energy.
True.
So this rediscovering the joy of play is, I think, a really good thing for leaders to think about for themselves and their teams, and understanding like the mental health benefits of play and how it leads to just being able to clear your mind and think more creatively and think outside of the box. And when you're working on developing solutions to problem solving, or you're trying to think of a better way to do something or coming up with a strategy. Like it helps when your mind is able to think outside of the box and like, how do we do this differently? Or what can I look at that I haven't looked at? And just this idea of play and exercising our brains in that way, I think is so important. And one of the things that I really like in this article, and I've actually read a book, and this doesn't say where this comes from, and I don't know if it's from the book that I read, but there are actually different play personalities. So I was going to read the play personalities and see what you think you are.
Okay.
You
Sounds
ready?
good. Yeah.
You ready? Okay.
Yeah.
So one is a collector. It's somebody who enjoys assembling objects or experiences. There's the competitor, the person who thrives on playing and winning games. I know who that is.
Yeah.
The creator, the person who finds joy in artistic pursuits or otherwise making things. The director, who plays through planning and organizing events and experiences. The explorer, who delights in physical, emotional, or intellectual discovery. The joker, who plays through silliness, humor, and practical jokes. The kinesthete, I don't know if I'm saying that right, who feels most playful when moving, no rules or competition required. And the storyteller, who plays with imagination through words and images. So what do you think you are?
Oh, wow. I could be one of three.
Oh, three. Okay. I was thinking two, but what are your three?
Well, I originally, the collector or creator are the two that really came. And then you said joker. And again, I always go back to all about trying to make, and I'm terrible at awkward situations because I'm just going to make them even more awkward. So I don't know. I would say either the collector or the creator.
That's so interesting.
What were you thinking?
Creator or joker? Okay. I didn't think collector at all. What, you enjoy assembling objects or experiences? Collecting though? That's like collecting. What do you collect?
Oh, well, ever since we moved just recently, I've gotten rid of a lot of my collection. Like right now, I think people always say it's so funny, like actually being a creator and collecting things to create with are two completely different things. So I don't know if you realized when you were here last, I have stuff to do, like probably 10 different types of projects that I have. Like I've gotten all the different like materials, I've collected all this stuff, but they're all still in bins and boxes that I haven't like assembled or done them yet. So I think it's a matter of, I love to like, oh, I'm going to start this. 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 So I have this collection and all these little boxes and these little trinkets everywhere. But then when I actually start creating with them, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so fun. This is so great. And it's just getting into a whole different mindset. So I think I can easily switch from one to the other.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
I would say that I'm probably the explorer.
Yeah.
And I think like when I read the book that I read, and I want to say that the book was called Play. Oh, okay. Sorry. The article does refer to the book called Play by Stuart Brown. And that's the book that I read. It's called Play, How It Shapes the Brain, Opens the Imagination, and Invigorates the Soul. And it's a really good book that, I don't think we have it on our recommended book list on the website, but I will put it there.
There you go.
Making a note.
Perfect. Yeah.
So yeah, I think that I was an explorer the last time when I read the book, but I would still say that's true.
What's the definition of that?
Delights in physical, emotional, or intellectual discovery. I mean, I love to learn. I love to try new things. I love to travel and like experience new foods, experience new places. I just think that's definitely, and scuba diving and like exploring more of the under the water, where it's just like this whole other world. Just that's really where I feel most, I mean, I wouldn't say playful, but joyful.
Yeah. I was going to ask, I think one of the things that you had mentioned was being in leadership. In order to be an effective and good leader, you do have to take care of yourself and your own mental well-being. I think that's so important. One of the things a great leader of mine once said is that sometimes, well, not sometimes, but always, you have to secure your own air mask before you can help others secure their air masks. And that really resonated with me. What are some of the things that you think that you do or that you would recommend for people to take that time to really invest in themselves? Like what would you recommend somebody do? Or maybe let me backtrack. What do you do to kind of put yourself into that better headspace to be a more impactful and real significant leader?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things that I do is that I meditate. And I know that's not really for everybody because everybody thinks about meditation in a different way. But for me, meditation doesn't necessarily mean you have to sit there for 15 minutes and turn your brain off. You basically sit in as much quiet as you can, and you recognize your thoughts, and you recognize your thoughts for what they are, you let them go. Thoughts come again, you recognize them, you let them go. I think there's a lot of value in just that exercise, not being perfect. You're never going to get thoughts out of your mind unless you're like this guru that's been spending days in meditation, or you're committed to that in your life. But it's just hard. I mean, it's hard to not ever have any thoughts, but the practice is really identifying the thoughts and that it exists, and like saying okay, and then just like letting it go and clearing your mind again. And if something comes, clear it. And I don't know, I think there's like value in that too, that a lot of times you can get focused on something that's not adding value during your day and in your life. That practice of meditation just allows you to like recognize, okay, I'm feeling that way, and let it go. And there's so much. I mean, that stress and focusing on the wrong thing can have such a negative impact on your life and your body, your health. I mean, that to me has been like a really significant thing that I've implemented. I mean, one of the things, like just a very basic thing that people can do is I tell people to make sure they're in control of their calendars, because that can be really hard.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah.
and especially, in today's world, and, blocking that hour in the afternoon, that it's just their time to think, just sit there and look at their computer, like don't do anything, just, and I guess that I would relate that to meditation as well, but maybe even think of, well, this is what I'm trying to solve this week. Sit there for an hour, uninterrupted time, and allow yourself to just think about that problem and see what comes. I think that adding that, and I know it's hard for people, but it's an hour a day, and you have to protect it. That's the hard thing, because people are always going to say, oh, you have this, we have this very important meeting and you need to be there. And of course, sometimes you're going to give it up, so just reschedule it, but make it as important as those one-on-ones or those meetings with your bosses. Like that meeting with yourself is so important. Like I do tell people to focus on that. I think that's really the big one, just as like baby steps. I don't know. I mean, for myself, I do. It's kind of what I'm going to be talking about later, about trying new things, just getting myself out of my normal day to day, because I can definitely feel when I'm in a rut and that I'm just doing the same thing every day.
Yeah.
Same. I'm, doing this on the website. I'm doing this. I'm putting this on social media. I'm feeling like I'm in this like routine. So, trying something new can really pull you out of that.
Love it.
Yeah.
Good.
So what do you want to move on to next? So should we do fun or inspiring?
Let's do something fun. Well, I don't know. I have two things and I don't really know which bucket to put either one in, because they can both fall into one or the other. So do you have one that fits the descriptor best, and I'll take your lead?
Inspiring.
Okay. Let's do inspiring.
Okay.
Do you want me to start with my inspiring?
Yeah, I feel like I've been talking too much.
No, you haven't. And again, I think I'm going to put my inspiring in as, I, like a lot of people, can get lost on social media, whether it's TikTok, whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube. YouTube is like, I'll like the other day, I started watching videos of, how to do something on my Cricut. And then the last video I turned it off was like giraffes frolicking through the forest. I'm like, I don't even know how I got from where I started, because I click one, you might like this, you might like this. And I keep clicking and clicking and clicking. So a lot of my TikTok is the same thing, because I like such random stuff that just random things just appear. Well, there's this creator on TikTok, and it's Inspired Polymer. She is a creator. She makes clay items. I don't know exactly, like, I know I tried to look back on her story and to see like where she started. And it looks like, and I could be completely wrong, but this is what it looks like. Because, sometimes TikTok puts the stuff out of order, and I'm not quite familiar with how to do a lot on TikTok. Just scroll, swipe, right. That's my extent of knowing how to do on TikTok. But she started out making these clay necklaces, clay jewelry, clay earrings. Mm-hmm. And then she went into making these potion bottles. And they're these bottles that have these corks that had like just this clay around them. Like it could be something very cutesy, artsy, some of it was like skulls, and not into like the skulls and stuff, but that's my preference. But she started, and I'm not quite sure where the transition started, but she started making these little jars. And these jars are these clay molds of octopuses, octopi, and octopus. I don't know what the plural of octopus is. So
honestly, I love them, and I don't even know what the proper, I think it's octopuses.
Octopuses?
It doesn't sound octopi, right, but I think it is, yeah.
Octopi. But she started making these octopus jars. And what she does is she has like this 20-sided die that she rolls, and whatever it lands on dictates the color of your octopus, and then rolls it again, and it dictates the color, not the color, but the color of eyes of the octopus. And then she rolls again, and it's whether or not there's glitter to it, and then rolls it again, whether it's a happy octopus or a sad octopus, or a grumpy. It's not sad, he's grumpy. And then rolls again, and it's whether or not he has like these extras that he's holding on to. And it's her then putting this octopus together from just the jar and clay to making it into this creation that she does. And it's so interesting to see like how it starts to the end result. Though one of my favorites is always the grumpy octopus, that because his eyes are all grumpy, and then she has his tentacles all like curled, and he could be holding like a frying pan and a cookie, or he could be holding a flag and like a crystal, or it's just every video she does, it's something completely different. And I find myself just being so like, oh my goodness, she is just so creative and so good. And one of the things I love about her is she's very just real, right? She's just herself. She's goofy, she's quirky, she's real, she's vulnerable. One time, she limits herself to just 13 orders, and then at 13 orders she cuts it off. So she knows what she's capable of doing, and she makes sure that she's not overextending herself, so that way she can she mentioned she doesn't want to rush her product. She wants to make sure she does quality work, and she also wants to have a quality of life along with it. So she's not sacrificing for, even though there's demand for it, because the one time her shop opens at 9:00 on Monday mornings, and one morning it opened up a little bit before 9:00, and she sold out right before 9. So everybody's in the comments like, it's 9:00, you're already sold out, you had to open early, this is ridiculous, and blasting her for something. And then she came on and she explained what happened. She wanted to get on a little early to let her shop load, and a mishap happened, and you could see the look of like defeat on her face as she was addressing the comments. And it just made my heart hurt for her, because that's got to be so it was just so sad. But the next day the next video, she got back up and she was creative, and she was she was right back in it, being so just great about what, and like I said, she's just so interesting to sit and watch and put things together, and her personality just shines through in everything that she does. I kind of looked back, and just not too long ago, her followers were, I had some stats written down. In the March of 2022, she was at 40,000 followers. And now she's at like 143,000. So she's gotten
167,000.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just from the last time, like how many weeks ago that I put this together, she has that many followers of people just watching her because she just is she's just pure joy to watch. And she's always looking for new and different things to do. I think the octopus jars have caught on so well that she's focusing on those. And I hope she always does because I just love watching her make them. But yeah, I just love when people create and are so good about what they do and are so just fun and then she has a shop kitty that's her supervisor, Malachite, who every now and then you see Malachite in the videos and stuff. But I just love her to pieces. I think she's just so inspiring to sit and watch and just be a part of her day while you're just scrolling. And when I see her start to come in and let's make a mystery jar, I'm like, I gotta watch it. And I have to admit, I've been on at 9:00 on Monday morning, seeing if I could get a mystery jar too. And she's just so good. She's just so good to watch. So
yeah, it's so funny. I pulled up her account when you said it, Inspired Polymer. And the first octopus jar that I pulled up was the octopus with the grumpy eyes, the frying pan, a cookie, and a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
So
and you can
cute.
see too, if you happen to go through her TikTok videos, you can see the evolution of her designs too, which is it's just so good. I just love watching her.
Yeah.
And kind of looking back at what she started with and what she's doing now. And it's so cool to see. So
well, that's amazing. So when you said she does 13 in one design, or 13 a day, or 13 a week?
I think 13 from Monday to Monday.
Oh, wow.
I think she does 13 of them. And I think there's like 13 custom orders that she does. And then from my understanding, and I could be completely misrepresenting her, and I don't mean to do that by any means, but it seems like she also does some freehand work throughout, like not the custom ones that she's making for people that people order, but she's making other things and she's putting them out there as well throughout the week as well. So yeah, I just think it's amazing. And I was watching back in March of 2022. She was excited that she got 9 orders one week. And now it's like she's got to halt people at the 13. And it's every week. It seems like she's maxed out at 13 and she's just all the time, it's so good. And like I said, I love the fact that she's not sacrificing the quality of her work to meet demand. And it's funny, whenever people are rallying for her, when, the comments were coming in, they were like, girl, that means your product's in high demand. Raise your prices.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Especially if she's only doing 13 and they're wanting to come. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. Like there are some videos that have like thousands and thousands of views, but some that just have 0, which is weird.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's really weird. Maybe that's just wrong, but interesting. Yeah. I'll have to watch her. I see this, like she has this box, hug bin. What is a hug bin? That's interesting.
Is it does it look like a cell phone case?
It looks like a case of like little pieces of stuff. And she said, there is a fuck in the hug bin. Oh, I see. She has
That's where
this
her extras
case.
are. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so
where
the
her
word
extras are.
hug.
Yeah.
There was like all the word hugs, and there's the word of fuck. The fuck got over in the hug bin. Okay.
And I guess that was when one of the viewers comments that's, hey, can you look at this? This bothers me, kind of thing.
Funny. Oh, now I might have to we'll see for YouTube. I might have to bleep that out so I don't have to put explicit content on here. Does that count?
I think it does. Yeah.
She looks so young. That's amazing. I love that for her. That's amazing.
Yeah. I'm excited to keep watching her and seeing what she does next. So
yeah.
Inspiring.
So my inspiring news, or my inspiring thing, is something I shared in the newsletter, which is a company called Be Kind to Everyone. It started out as a project called Jordan's Summer Project, and it was created by this girl's family. Jordan has autism, And her family wanted her to learn job skills. So they created this company or this little business for her to learn job skills. And now they have this, she has a successful business where they're selling t-shirts, and the t-shirts, and I'm sadly not wearing one today, but I've worn it several times since I bought it. But it's just they all just say be kind to everyone, and it's such a wonderful message. But the message is important, but it's even like just, I don't know, the family and that they thought as much as they did to figure out how to create those skills for Jordan. And they showed videos of her when she was like folding the t-shirts and wrapping them, and she just couldn't, and that wasn't even something that she could really do. But then they had videos of her, like she was like going to town. She was getting the orders, she was rolling the t-shirts, she was wrapping them in a little bracelet that you get with it. So that's my inspiring thing, because I really want everybody to go out and support her and her business. It's bekindtoeveryone.com. And the t-shirts are really cute. Like some of them are really understated, but some of them are very colorful. Like the one I got was really like colorful. It's like Bosstrack has like a lot of different colors that we use. So I love color. I actually cut mine up a little bit because I can't wear crew necks. I don't like things against my neck. So you can like just look at the tutorials online and cut out the neck and the t-shirt or the sleeves, and ends up being a really cool shirt. I love it.
Yeah, no, that's so good. Yeah, you could look up the tutorial on YouTube and then watch giraffes frolicking through the woods after the fact. Yes. I actually think I follow them on TikTok as well. And I always love seeing Jordan and her mom together and have a good day. She always ends her videos with have a good day, or she's kissing her mom on her head as her mom's talking. And you just see the love and the fact that you had mentioned how it started was to teach her job skills, to give Jordan an opportunity. I think is so inspiring. I think absolutely, hands down, you're right. It's so inspiring, and it's just such a great cause. So, and I did notice you did have one of the shirts on last week when you were here.
Yeah, I did.
But I didn't realize that you cut it yourself. That was really cool.
Yeah, I did cut it. When I shared a picture in the newsletter last week, and I was like waiting, like if anybody went out and looked to see, and I was like, where did you get that version? Because I don't see any, but nobody ever asked. So I didn't get to answer that I like designed that myself. It actually is like not even, but I don't even think it matters. No. Like I was trying to be so careful, but yeah. But I love like, I don't know, did we ever take you to Biddy and Beau's when we were in North Carolina?
No.
That's a coffee shop. It might have started in Charleston, South Carolina, but they opened a coffee shop in Wilmington, which was like where I worked when we were in North Carolina. And they hire, I don't know if it's hire people with general, like any disabilities, or if it's Down syndrome. That's like such an amazing idea. And I think that they created that too for their son. Oh my gosh. I got to look this up because I really don't want people to be like, wait a second, that's not. Those coffee story. Okay. Amy and Ben Wright are the proud parents of 4 children. Lily, Emma Grace, Beau, and Biddy. Oh, Lily was born with autism, and Biddy and Beau were born with Down syndrome. Yeah, so with over 80% of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities unemployed nationwide, the Wrights believe that Biddy and Beau's coffee creates a path for people with disabilities to become more valued, accepted, and included in every community. And every time you go into a Biddy and Beau's, like, you just like feel the love, like they're just welcome you and say hello to you. And I don't know, it's just like so, and it's not even knowing where you're walking into. It's just like they just enjoy working there and enjoy that you're coming in and want you to have this great experience. And it was amazing. So they have tons of locations now. So yeah, the one that I went to was in Wilmington. I wish I could tell where they started because I don't think it says, but the where does it say? Oh, the original shop opened in Wilmington, North Carolina. So Wilmington, North Carolina was the first one.
And now they're everywhere.
Yeah, and they employ individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
Nice.
Yeah, I loved going there.
So you had two inspiring Biddy and Beau's and
Oh,
the
I'm
summer shirt
sorry.
project.
I shared two.
Ah, now I feel like an underachiever.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I would go over at lunchtime and just like hang out there with my computer and work at lunch. It was nice.
Aw, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So what about something fun? Wait, let me make sure. Yeah, something fun. What do you have for something fun?
So something fun. I don't know if this really fits in there, but I'm going to go back to TikTok again, only because, and I am such a sucker for, and I don't know how my identity hasn't been stolen yet, or like my credit cards have not been stolen or my numbers, because I see things and I'm like, I love that, I'm going to buy it. Or I love that and I need that. I did that on Facebook 2 or 3 years ago, where I saw an ad come through about swimsuits, and you know, these swimsuits were so cute. And I just, one night I was on there, I ordered them and I'm like, I don't even know where I just ordered these from, right? And like 3 months later, my bathing suits still haven't shown up. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm not ever seeing those. Well, month 4, they finally show up. And I was like, score. So it just brought my trust back to humanity again. So now I just continue to order stuff off of Facebook and TikTok. But anyway, there is this, and I kind of put this in a fun category because I struggle with working out. Like I struggle with that so much. I am just not a workout kind of person. And no matter how much I try to be, I can't. I just can't get it. I need to make it fun. I need to make it interesting. I need to make it just something other than picking stuff up and putting it down or doing a sit up. It just needs to be more. So I happened to see this advertisement, and this goes back to my vulnerability as far, but it's legit. There's this ad called JustFit, or this app, not ad, there's this app called JustFit. And what got me about it was it advertises this, not only like you get fit, but you can exercise in bed, like in bed. I'm like, what better way to incorporate exercise in my life than I can just lay in my bed, I can put this app on, and I can do workouts in my bed. And so I started this. Now, again, I'm such a bad, when it comes to creating new habits, like I really struggle with that. And I get into other things and I'm like, oh, that's okay. But this is like legit 6-7 minutes a day that you just work out in your bed. Now,
when did you start those? When?
Last 2 weeks ago,
okay.
I started it. And it's legit. You don't take your dumbbells in the bed with you. Like it's not that's not that at all. It's literally just basically doing a lot of stretching and a lot of just movement. And I think that's the key part of it. It's 6 to 7 minutes of a defined movement plan, and it's getting you moving. But the other part about it is that I think in my mind is I start the 6-7 minutes like laying in my bed, and I'll either do it in the morning or I'll do it at night. I'll do it anytime. Like I don't have any problem ever just going back and laying in my bed and just being like, now's the time I'm gonna work out. But it also has other work. And now there is a subscription to it. I think it's like $9.99 a month, and you can cancel at any time. And there's no plug for JustFit by any means, but it's 6 or 7 minutes, but they have other workouts, and you put in like your weight, your height, female, you know, all your stuff. And then it designs like a workout for you. Right. And I'm using my air quotes for you. So the good thing is that those workouts too are only like 7 to 10 minutes long. So by the time you're doing your 6 to 7 minute workout in your bed, you're like, okay, I'm already ramped up and ready to go. So I'm going to do this other one real quick and get it out of the way. So I don't know if it's mental for me, or if that's the human, if I'm just like everybody else, or if I'm like completely abnormal, but it's got me then moving for 15-20 minutes out of a day now that I didn't before, because it starts simple and it puts me in that mindset to then get me moving.
Yeah.
So I've been having fun with it, because again, it's like, it just seems so ridiculous that you're doing like a Superman pose in your bed, and my bed's so fluffy that I'm like, I feel like I'm stretching, but it doesn't look like I'm doing anything because it's like engulfed. I'm engulfed by this thing, but I'm like, oh, I got this. I got it. So I've been having a great time with it. And it's funny now because when I do the actual other workout part of it, the cats are on the floor with me, like sniffing and walking around, like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing either. So it's new to both of us. But that's my fun thing that I've been.
So wait, you do the first 6 to 7 minutes in the bed and then you end up like, oh, let me do 7 minutes outside of the bed.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah. So like the 6 to 7 minutes are strictly for the bed, and it gives you videos of like what you're to be doing. So it's a really easy to follow. And then after that, I go into the other workout. That's like a real workout where they have you doing lunges, and they the one they call Flappy Bird, where you you're flapping your arms up and down, or you're doing circles with your arms, or you're down on the floor doing planks, which I realize I'm not very good at. But again, it's designed to be like 6 to 7 minutes. So it's in your mind, I can do that. It's 6 to 7 minutes. It's not 20 minutes. It's not a half an hour. It's 6 to 7 minutes. Right. So,
yeah, that's such a genius idea.
yeah.
Because I've been talking to a lot of people about this, maybe because it's the new year and people are trying to implement resolutions or changes in their life. But there are 2 books that I love. One is called Tiny Habits, and one is called Atomic Habits. And they're both generally about starting to build a habit by taking very small steps, and how those little small steps over time build and become a change in your life. And if you just, and like our minds, when something is too big, like it just seems overwhelming, and we find any kind of excuse we can because we just don't have the time, or it's too much, or whatever. But if you take something and you just have this little tiny first step, and you're like, okay, I'll do that. Like they take it really far, 6 minutes in your bed. Like, how?
Yeah.
I mean, that is attractive for anybody. That's like a genius move. But then they're like, hey, by the way, you should maybe do 7 more minutes. And yeah, that's amazing. And yeah, I think there's a lot of articles too I've been noticing about that fitness in those small increments can be just as beneficial as taking a half hour or an hour at the gym. And the important thing is to get that exercise and that body movement in,
to move.
And especially if you do it multiple times a day, I mean, the benefits build up. So I love that.
So I'm fingers crossed, and so far so good. But
right.
I figured it can't go wrong if you're exercising in your bed. Like,
oh my gosh, I'm picturing you doing Superman.
I'm all for it. Yeah.
Thank you.
So good.
I'm also picturing your cats coming around, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Because like they were very inquisitive last week when we tried to do that. We tried to start this last week and we had some audio issues, and your Josie was a little like,
she was in it. She was here for it. She was they're not here now, so I'm on my own. So what's your something fun? What'd you come up with for something fun?
Well, my fun thing is, I feel like it might be a little more fun for me and maybe not for everybody else. Would that be okay?
That's perfect. Okay. I love it. Yeah.
So as you know, a few weeks ago started this challenge. It is my 23-day try something new challenge. So my goal when I started this was to take 23 straight days of trying something new. And I think I got it generally from 2 things. I was following a bunch of people, including, I would say, Gretchen Rubin, and she had a bunch of like 23-day lists, or not 23-day lists, but like, these are the 23 new locations in New York I'm going to explore. And I could be very wrong about that, but something like that.
Yeah.
But everybody was like, I never really thought to like use that theme of like, it's that this year, like 2023, and I'm going to do something different. So I was like, okay. The second thing is, one of the things that I track, I have a daily journal I use Notion. I don't know I think a lot of people do use Notion. Some people don't really know what it is. I use Notion to organize everything. And I have a dashboard that I have all of my goals, my tasks to get to those goals. I have my daily journal, I have a weekly journal, and I have a monthly journal. And in my weekly journal, I've had since the beginning, and this is probably 3 years ago that I started this. What new thing did I try this week? And for years, it's just rare that I would have anything to fill out there. It's just,
Oh, wow.
I was just like finding that I was in this routine of I was doing the same things and not trying something new. I mean, with COVID, like you couldn't travel as much. So, I mean, of course I had my time. We went on that road trip. So there were tons of like new things I tried then. And I didn't really count new restaurants because when we moved down here to Miami Beach, of course, there were tons of new restaurants we went to, but I feel like that's kind of cheating. So I felt like that I had assessed, like I did at the end of the year, 2022 assessment. I was like, what do I need to change that I'm not living up to in what I expect of myself? And this trying something new thing was like, I'm not meeting that hardly ever. So I was like, okay, I'm going to implement a 23-day try something new challenge for myself. I didn't invite anybody else to the challenge, although I did say I have been publicizing it on Instagram in my stories or in the Bosstrack stories. I'm using the Bosstrack to tell this story, but I did invite people along if they wanted to join, but they haven't shared anything on their own. They've been commenting on what I've been doing, but so I'm hoping I'm at least inspiring some people. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And I've been really hard on myself, which is maybe good or bad, on what a new thing means.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to be really easy on myself on if I miss a day or two. So 23 days straight was a little, not aggressive, but I don't know. Yeah, ambitious. Thank you. Okay. And especially when things come up in life. And, you know, obviously with mom, 2 weeks that I was really out of it, maybe a week. But it's been a lot of fun for me, like trying something new. Well, one, we talked about play and explore, and that is like it's a way for me to have fun, is trying new things. But the other thing too is like, it just really helps open your mind and build in your ability to kind of think outside the box. I mean, you have to think about, well, what is something new that I haven't tried? Like what can I do today that is new and isn't something on the same category of what I've done already?
Yeah.
And so it's been, I think, very helpful. And I honestly think that I'm on, it's sad, I probably started this 23 days ago, but I think I'm on day 12 now. Okay. I think this is definitely something that has been good for me to know that I can do weekly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, for one, I'm like super impressed with how organized you are, like with all of your, I guess that's not a trait that I got, that I have, like my stuff's just all over the place, right? I don't have it, like, so I'm going to have to look at, you said Notion. I'll have to see about putting that in there. Have you found anything of the 12 things or so that you've tried so far that you would continue doing? Or so one, anything that you continue doing, or two, what's probably one of the top 1 or 2 things that you've tried that you're like, that was fun, maybe not to do it again, but that was fun?
All right, so that's a good question. And one of the easier ones that I did was I bought myself a cast iron skillet, finally.
I love it.
And I cooked with one for the first time. And I love it. I feel like a real chef when I use it. So, I mean, I'll definitely keep doing that. And I would say I tried this Caudalie, and I don't know if I'm saying it right, this clay mask. It's called the Caudalie Instant Detox Mask. So I used it and my face literally was glowing after I used it. It was pretty amazing. I was surprised.
Well,
but
did you put that in the newsletter, or you'll have to send me the link somehow? I'm just going to plug that newsletter, put it in the newsletter so we can all buy it.
I'm going to put it in the newsletter. It was not in the newsletter.
Perfect.
I put it on the stories I actually posted a picture of myself with the mask on
I love it.
in my stories. So yeah, no, that was fun. What else? Well, I was up your way last week and you helped me with a few.
Yep.
And we made candles and we made bath bombs.
Yes.
And
I tried it out I did try the one out too. And
you did?
Yeah, I did. And it does fizz and it does break apart and it does leave the water very, very silky smooth. So we did something right. So I'll have to send you a video.
Did your skin feel good?
I kind of cheated. I didn't want to sit in it because I was not sure if we did it the right way or not.
What?
We put it in the sink.
You put it in the sink?
In the bathroom sink. Yes, I put Hawk, the duck that didn't quite make it through. I put him in the sink and I washed my hands in it and my hands were super, super smooth and soft. So I'm going to do the next one in the bathtub. I didn't want to try it out for the first time sitting in it. Like,
well, I was going to say, do I really want that video if it's you in the bathtub?
Not me in it, but me beforehand.
Oh,
so yeah.
But you used Hawk for the first one?
I did, yeah, because he was already kind of falling apart. So I didn't want to.
Okay, well, the bath bombs are fun, but I would say I would probably make candles again. I was actually telling Sean, for people, my husband, that I might make our own candles. Like that was really cool. It was really easy.
Yeah.
It was that's like a lot of fast and easy. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And you can make whatever scent that you want.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I love that. Oh,
that's amazing.
So good.
Yeah. So what I didn't like was I figured I'd let myself have one, like try a new food because I could just do all 23 days trying a new food. Yeah. So I tried smelt roe. It was not good.
What is that?
It's like the little eggs of, I don't know if smelt is a fish. I don't know what it is. We were looking at a menu and I was like, well, I've never had smelt roe. Smelt fish, good to eat. Rainbow smelt should not be eaten raw due to the possibility of parasites. What about eggs? What about their eggs? Is that okay? Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't think I have parasites. Anyway, another thing I did was try this game. There's a role-playing game called Viticulture. It's like a board game where you typically play with other people and you I don't know, you have your fields and you grow grapes in your fields and then you harvest your fields and then you make bottles of wine and it's pretty cool. I don't know. I've never really played a role. I guess it's a big thing. Like there are tons of these role-playing board games and it's the first time I did that. And I got it from my son, Tyler, your nephew, Tyler,
my nephew.
and Sharon for Christmas. And you can actually play with one person. I think it'd be fun with a couple people, so I'm looking forward to playing it again with other people. But yeah. And I would say the one thing I'm definitely never going to do again is crocheting.
No,
that was not my thing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if you've ever tried to crochet and I would never have tried it if I wasn't trying to find something to do. That I was making it way too tight. So then I went back for my second round and I was like stabbing it with it's going to be a Valentine's Day gift for my husband now. So
there you go.
He's going to get a bracelet for Valentine's Day.
I love
a crochet bracelet.
And people make it look so easy.
I know. Yeah. Somebody said like people can sit there and crochet and not even look at it and just like watch TV or whatever. I'm like, how do you do it without looking at it?
I have no idea. That's tough. That's tough. I love it. Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, but now it's becoming a little challenging to figure out what else to do. So
what's next?
Yes.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's my fun stuff. Yeah. Well, if you have a little bit of time, do you have time?
I do. Yep.
Okay.
So, I just have a date with my bathtub and the bath bomb later.
Oh, so, yeah. Okay. And video or no video?
Before video
All right.
of the fizzing of the bath bomb.
All right. Well, give us a report of how your skin feels after and
Okay.
figure out if that's a good plan for the future.
Will do.
Okay. So one of the things that I like to ask my podcast guests is what is something that you've bought for under $100 recently that you feel has made your life easier? I was using has changed your life, but I realized those are pretty big words. Like it doesn't have to be a life changer. It can be just something that has like helped you in life that you're glad you bought. That might be helpful for other people to learn about and might help their life out.
Mine is probably so simple. Yeah, probably too simple, but it changed. It was a life changer for me. I just recently, well, within the last year, bought a phone mount for my car. My car is still one that doesn't have the built-in GPS. It has a big screen to it with a radio, which you would think has the GPS to it, but it doesn't. So I still use my phone for GPS. So anytime I go anywhere, I think you remember our trip to Provincetown last year. I'm sitting there holding my phone the whole time, trying to get myself from Philadelphia to Provincetown. And of course you were co-navigating, helping, but I had my phone and was holding it. I did that also for
Can
our
I
trip.
say, please, first, before you continue, how nervous I was that you were holding your phone the whole trip through traffic through New York?
No, it was like, this was crazy.
The first thing I did was look up on Amazon.
I know.
There's these things you can buy.
And that's exactly the time that I bought it. Was you had sent me 2 different links of 2 different kinds of phone chargers to actually purchase, or not chargers, but the car mounts to buy. And it kind of, I took our trip to Florida when Ken's and I drove to Florida, same thing. I had my phone and I was holding it the whole time, or I had it on my lap or the whole time. And luckily that's a pretty easy trip, straight down 95 and you're there. I mean, not straight down and you're there, but 2 days later you're there.
Pretty much, yeah.
But yeah, so this phone mount for my car, for my phone that I bought for my car has been so amazing. And I got this kind that you can adjust to the side, you can make it horizontal, you can make lateral, like you can have it, you can adjust it to fit any phone. So like when I drive and I use it, I have my phone a certain way and I have it attached to the vent. And then when Joe drives my car, he'll adjust it up to fit how he likes to see it because it's much taller than I am. So he needs to see it a little higher. So it still stays on the same part of the vent. It just can pivot and change and adjust accordingly. So yeah, this has been, oh my gosh, it's like, this is amazing. I just put it up there and I can see everything. I have both hands on the wheel and I'm good.
Yeah, I'm going to say for anybody listening, if they're listening still and they are holding their phone while they're driving, you need to get one of these mounts and we'll provide you the link to the one Lisa bought. Oh my.
So yeah, so the best. How about you? Best thing that you've bought?
And I just want to say, I don't know how many times I asked you. I'm okay with Copilot.
I know.
Like I can give you the directions.
You did. I'm such a visual person when it comes to driving, and I'm so challenged when it comes to directions anyway. So it's always just this laughing thing that I can get myself anywhere using navigation, even on the phone. But I just feel like to see it, I'm just that much more aware of it.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I
So
understand.
no. Yeah.
I understand.
It's so good.
So I'm going to say 2 things for me.
Can't have 2 inspiring and
darn
2.
it. Okay.
No, go ahead. You can have 2. You can have 2. No, you can have 2. Go ahead. Go.
It's hard. It's so hard to decide. Well, one I already mentioned is my cast iron skillet. Like that has like a game. I don't know why it took me so long. And of course I ruined it the first time, but somebody on Instagram did tell me the proper way to care for my cast iron skillet. So I now know how to do it.
Did you wash it with soap and water?
Nope. I did know that I wasn't supposed to do that, but I did use a steel wool pad, which I was not supposed to use steel wool because the next day it had rust all over it. I was like, wait a second.
Gotcha.
And that was only $29. So that was a pretty good buy. I mean, I felt like the food tasted better. I don't know if it really does taste better, but I felt like it tasted a lot better. And I felt like just, like I said, a professional cook when I was using it. And my other one is I just renewed my passport. We were actually supposed to go to Costa Rica a few weeks ago, and I went to book my flights and I realized my passport expired 4 months
Oh
ago.
no.
So I'm very happy and
Yeah.
passport traveling again. It's nice to be able to travel again. We've got a few trips coming up. So I have to say that was a life changer for me to get my passport back. And I just got it, which is great.
Oh, nice. So have it in hand.
And I also have, well, I have to say that the toaster I just bought was a life changer for me, but I'll just leave that between me and my husband.
Enough said.
Yes, enough said.
So you can't have so 3. So
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah.
Next time I'm coming with a list.
All right. I'll just have one. You can come up with a list.
I got a list. I got a list.
Well, now you know how it works. But I can't.
Yeah, really.
But I can't be decisive and just choose one. I actually had one more thing I was going to talk about, but we didn't even get to that. So I didn't even share everything on my list. So. So what about books? Do you have any books that you've read recently that you would recommend to the audience?
I haven't been reading lately, and I don't know why, because I love, love, love to read. Reading's like one of your ways to just escape reality and get into a really good book, a really good story. But I have been doing that in movies. So I haven't really read anything recently, but I did just recently go see Avatar, The Way of Water. And I was a little late to the game. When it first came out, everybody was like, oh my gosh, it's the best, it's the best, it's the best. And it's like 2 months later, I'm like, I'm going to go see Avatar. So we went to one of the local theaters, and it has the reclining seats in it. They're really nice. And to watch a movie on the big screen is just, especially a movie like Avatar with just the different features and the graphics and all the just acting alone, just seeing that on the big screen was amazing. And afterwards, it was just, again, I'm going to go back to YouTube, not to the drafts again, but I actually watched how they made the Avatar movies. And if you ever have just a little bit of time, and you can get sucked into it, but it is amazing to not only to watch the movie and see the story, and it's a 3-hour movie, but it goes by so quick, and you don't realize that you're sitting there for 3 hours the whole time, but it's such a great movie. But if you ever actually watch to see how it's made and the actors to it, those actors are so skilled that they do a CGI where, they're not necessarily, they have these cameras on their heads and these points on their face. So that way it can pick up the facial the facial expressions and stuff. And they're acting there's this part where they're on these, I'm going to call them horses. I don't know all the technical terms for all of the animals and stuff in there, so please forgive me here, but where they're on these horses, but they're not on horses. It's like this thing that is just this mechanical thing that they're having to jump on and jump off of and act surprised at certain scenes, and they don't really have anything to act surprised around them for. There's not regular, it's not like your typical acting. So it just makes that movie even that much better when you see all the work that went into it and what it takes to actually make that happen. So
yeah.
No books recently. I'm going to have to start. That's one of my things that I really want to get back into, is just sitting down and grabbing a good book and reading. But yeah, that's something I just needed to mention is Avatar. It's always great to find something you can just kind of unwind and forget the world for a minute and just get into a story that you can just get lost in.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, movies can do that. And you're not being paid by the movie theaters, are you? Because I know the movie theaters are having a hard time right now. So.
No. Although movie theaters, if you want, I'm your girl. No. No, yeah. It was actually full too. And it was surprising because when we were there, it was, like I said, probably 2 months after the release, and it was full. And it was interesting to see. And I wish I would have known this going in, but as we were leaving the theater, more people were coming in to see the movie, and these people were coming with blankets and pillows, and do people do this? Because had I known that, I would have brought my blanket and my pillow too to get even that. Yeah, I was just, wow, this is a thing. So
that's amazing. Ours is closing down. We have a theater in the corner of Lincoln, and they're closing down. So anybody on here who wants to call in and dispute that closure, we're good with that. It's the only one we have. And we have actually that rooftop cinema, but they only play older movies, which is fine. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't mind, but I just, when you watch that, you have to wear your headphones, and they're really heavy headphones, but it's a fun experience. But anyway, new movies, that movie theater's closing, and they used to host all the film festivals here too. Yeah, they have this every year, Black Film Festival, that they would host, and other, even like they just hosted the Magic Mike. I don't know which one it was, but the Magic Mike movie premiere, they had that here.
Nice.
We were like two blocks down Lincoln Road, and we heard all this cheering, and apparently I always get his name wrong. Channing Tatum.
Oh, yes.
Channing
Channing
Tatum.
Yep.
Was there.
What?
2 blocks away from us.
Oh my gosh.
And we heard the cheering, and we're like, oh, it's probably a workout class. Like they're all cheering because they just finished their workout class. Oh my God.
No, but
like,
there he was.
Why didn't we go inspect? And we didn't, but yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that would have been a memorable moment.
Yeah. So maybe they'll still come, but the movie theater is going away. We'll see.
That's a shame.
Yeah. So my book, and I read so many books, and I could recommend so many, and we have books we recommend on the website that I try to add, like at least all the nonfiction ones that I feel are really good for leaders to listen to. I add them there. I agree with you at this point in my life. Like when I read, I'm usually looking for something like fiction that's light and can kind of take me into another world, and I don't really have to think too much about things. But I am reading a book, and I'm only halfway through it. It's called It's About Damn Time by Arlan Hamilton. And I love Arlan Hamilton. Arlan Hamilton has such an amazing story. Like she knew what she wanted. She didn't have any money. She was homeless. Like she was living in her car. I think at some point, like her and her mom were living in a hotel. At one point, she was like sleeping in an airport just to have somewhere to sleep. Like she came, like there's this whole story. And like now she has a venture capital firm called Backstage Capital, where she is funding startups with millions of dollars. And she's got a company called Hire Runner. She has this like a amazing thing that she built. But it was like, for me, it's just for her and the mindset that she had to go from, and just like being so determined that she knew what she wanted. She had no money. She was like living place to place. And she was like, I'm going to learn about venture capital, investing in companies. And that's what I want to do. And like when she was starting to raise the money, like, of course, nobody wanted to listen to her. Like, what experience do you have? And she didn't learn this. She learned from reading, like taking the initiative to learn herself about how to start a venture capital fund and what to do. And she just like did it. This is so amazing. So I'm only, like I said, like halfway through. I'm excited to finish it, but like I recommend to everybody to listen to that or to read that. And then also she started a podcast called The First Million. Let me check. Your First Million. So, I mean, besides listening to this podcast, you should go out and check Your First Million. Like I think like it's only been a few weeks, and I just love her. So
I'll have to check her. I wrote her down, so I'm going to have to check it out.
Yeah. And I actually meant to share that podcast in the newsletter, but I forgot to put it in there. So I'll put it in next week.
There you go. See, This is beneficial. You got stuff for next week now.
Yes, I do.
I love it.
Oh, this has been amazing. So
I agree.
I'm glad we finally made this happen. It's been kind of weeks in the making. I don't even know when we started. We started talking about this months ago.
Yeah.
And
I think we had it planned in January, like the beginning of January.
I know. And we really did try to make it happen last week.
We did.
We just couldn't figure out how to do it in the same room.
Yeah.
So we figured it'd be better if I was down here in Miami and you were up there in Pennsylvania.
That's right.
I was so excited to announce like now live from Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Oh, no.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah. So, I mean, as amazing as Hershey, Pennsylvania is, because chocolate world, chocolate, Hershey part, all that stuff and all the fun. And again, I'm going to go back to, you're going to get a theme here, being lazy, exercising in my bed, but I also love chocolate. So 5 minutes, that's so amazing. But I still think Miami Beach trumps my Hershey.
Maybe a little bit, I guess. I mean, once you go through the cow ride and have the cows singing to you and learn how chocolate's made, you kind of got it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The chocolate's still there though. So
Chocolate's still there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best part.
We have there's a chocolate factory here, but it's like an hour north of here. So when we travel, sometimes we stop by. But
yeah, love it.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for joining me. And thank you for, I hope, everybody finds some value in our conversation, or at least some entertainment. And
absolutely,
I'm looking forward to doing this again with you.
Same. Absolutely. It was so good to see you, connect with you, and talk with you.
All right. Well, thank you and have a good night.
Thanks. You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi, everyone. This is Michelle again. Just one more thing before you take off. If you've enjoyed this podcast, consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/Bosstrack, or sign up for our free weekly newsletter. It's easy to sign up and easy to cancel. Every Monday, we send out a short, exclusive newsletter of what we found during the week that we're excited about, we're inspired by, and we're watching and reading. If you'd like to check it out, just to go to thebosstrack.com/newsletter. Just type that into your browser, thebosstrack.com/newsletter. Drop in your email and you'll get the very next one. Thanks for listening.